Again, my name is Matt Marsh. I am a wildlife biologist with the U.S. Forest Service right here at Tenasket, at the ranger station here. I'm 35 years old. I've grown up here my whole life. There's a lot of faces here I recognize, from my old doctor to my old Spanish teacher. So it's good to see those faces. And then a few folks from the ranger district as well. So I'm really pleased to be here tonight, and frankly quite honored that I was asked to present something. And when Julie asked, well, is there something that you could present, kind of one of the first things that came to mind was I do a lot of work in the springtime surveying for great gray owls. So I thought, well, maybe if no one's ever done a survey or a presentation on great grays, I would do that. So here I am tonight, and I hope you enjoy it. And also, we'll do quite a bit of interaction tonight. And then I'll also ask from Lee Johnson here. He's also a local resident in the Highlands that everybody knows for the most part. And he's got a lot of anecdotal evidence as well by living with the owls on his property. And hopefully he'll be able to share some of those experiences as well. So again, my background with great grays is that for our survey season during the spring, I go out early morning or late night, the typical owl hooting period when you can find them. Everybody's either going to sleep or fast asleep. I'm just starting my day, so I usually go out and I'll have survey routes that I go to. And for our Forest Service projects, we are mandated to survey for great gray owls if the habitat's present. So that's where my experience comes from, going out and observing, trying to find nests, trying to find individuals, and then managing those forests to maintain, promote, and preserve habitat for not only the great gray, but an array of wildlife. So as long as we're getting our mandates out in that. So I guess without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. And before I get started, I wanted to say, again, thanks to Julie and the OHA organization for allowing me to come speak. And that's pretty hard to come up and talk after that great song. And as you all walked in, you probably saw the owl there. That's a mount that came from the Republic Ranger District. It was a salvage permit owl that somehow passed away or died here years ago, and it was an old mount that it's the only great gray mount I know of around close, and I was able to borrow it for the night's presentation. So take a look. A lot of people were looking at the before the show started here, and then afterwards feel free to look. I just ask that you don't touch it because it's pretty old and not mine. So, but it really shows all the features of the great gray. And everybody says, "Oh, I've seen great grays before," and then they see the owl, or actually see the mountain, or actually see a live owl in the wild, and they say, "Oh, I've never seen one of those before." So you can really get a good perspective of how large they are, and why they're so special and beautiful at the same time. If anybody's ever driven around this building, a lot of locals have during the daylight, they've seen the mural on the outside, right? So on this back corner here, when this mural was getting painted, Dave called and asked for some advice, I guess, of what species would go good on the mural that would represent the Highlands. Well, the first thing that came to my mind was the great gray owl. And so the next time you're in the daytime, come over here and look, and you'll see a really beautiful picture of the great gray sitting in some aspens on the northeast corner of this building. So kind of a special creature overall. Presentation, their photos are Lee Johnson, Tom Munson, and then Terry. So to those folks, I appreciate you, because without your pictures, I'd just be up here blabbing away. So the great gray owl, Julie and I were trying to figure out what a really good title for this presentation would be, and pretty good, Julie. Found them in the north. This is a northern hemisphere species, and you'll see that Washington and the lower 48 are kind of in its southern aspects of its range.